The Goncourt has gone to Senegalese writer Mohamed Mbougar Sarr. He's a very young winner at just 31 years old, but he has already had quite a few literary prizes. Now, the winning book, you can see it there, is called The Most Secret Memory of Men. This is an ode to literature set in 2018. It's about a young Senegalese writer, Diegane Faye, who falls in love with a book from 1938, and then he goes in search of its mysterious author, T.C. Eliman. This is a journey that takes him from France to Senegal via the Netherlands and Argentina. It's a real artistic investigation, a sort of game of smoke and mirrors. And Sarr has said that he sees writers as creators of spider webs. So these are sort of mazes that we're not meant to find our way out of, and we're not meant to have all of our questions answered as readers. Apparently, there is an autobiographical element to this book. Sarr himself became fascinated with the work of Yambo Oloughem, a Malian writer who won the prestigious Prix Goncourt here in France in 1968, but then was completely snubbed by the literary establishment amid accusations of plagiarism. He disappeared from the art scene in Africa and France. And with this book, Sarr raises a very interesting question. What is plagiarism and what is influence or inspiration? He says that he himself is very inspired by the Chilean writer Roberto Bolaño, as well as the Senegalese writer Ken Bougoul. Well, as for this young man, who's now feted by the critics and he's been crowned with the top prize, when he came to France 24 to discuss this book in our studio, he said he wasn't even 100% sure of his vocation as a writer. Let's hear a bit more from him.
Of course, some writers would know from a very early age why they want to become writers and know precisely when they are becoming one. For me, I had no idea when I wanted to become a writer, and I still don't know. And this is not me trying to be modest, that I'm fully a writer or my definition of what is one. All that I know is that I started reading from an early age, but that it was only at about 20 years old that I started writing.
So this is also a significant win because it comes exactly 100 years after the Goncourt was first awarded to a black writer. That was René Marron from Martinique for the book Batouala. And in 1921, that was quite a controversial choice, unlike today.
Well, congratulations to him. And obviously this is a really prestigious prize. But beyond simply having won, what does it mean, the Goncourt for authors?
Well, apart from the press circus around him today, it doesn't mean much financially because it's a €10 check. It's a very symbolic prize. Obviously, it boosts sales hugely. Winners of the Goncourt can expect to sell anywhere between 200 and 450,000 copies of their books compared to the usual 5,000 or 6,000 here in France. Last year's winner, Hervé Letellier, has sold 1 million copies of his book, L'Anomalie, so far. Crazy commercial success. Now, I should flag up another literary prize that was given today in France. That's the Prix Goncourt, the one that Yambo Oloughem won all of those years ago. It went to Amélie Nothomb, the Belgian writer of First Blood. Now, Nothomb is basically a literary superstar. She's written almost 30 novels, so I doubt that prize is going to change anything significantly for her.